Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I am pruning my sugar apple. So for the sugar apple here in SoCal, I prune it a little bit later than my Atamoyas. The reason is because for the sugar apples here in SoCal, they don't do well when the temperatures falls below 50°F. Right now it is the end of March. So it is a good time for me to prune it, and now the temperature consistently stays above 50 throughout the day and night. So I think it is a good time, and the tree hasn't been doing much anyway. I don't think it sent out any new shoots yet this season. Let me take a look. So I think right now is a good time to do it because of the weather, and then just try to get it before it sends out some new shoots, so then I don't prune it while it is doing that and cause some shock. So this tree here is a little bit delicate here in SoCal, so you don't have to prune it, but for me to prune it, to cut away some dead branches here. So with my 5 years experience with growing this here in SoCal, my tree does die. Some of the branches do die after the winter, and then I just clean them, and then some of the older leaves here, you prune them so that new growth can come out, and then more buds can come out, and which helps with your set rate. So that's how I do it here in SoCal. And this tree here, last season I set eight fruits, and by the time winter hit, around like November-ish time frame, they were starting to crack, but I was lucky enough to harvest a few of them to enjoy, and they were really good. So I had 8. So this year I will probably just maybe set 5 so that they can get bigger and quicker, to beat the cold temperature here in SoCal, because for two years straight I've had fruits, and they always crack when the temperature gets colder. So let's go ahead and prune this. So my what I'm trying to achieve today is just to cut off all of the dead branches, and cut this back a little bit. So some of these branches down here, I don't really need all of these branches. This thing growing out here I don't really need, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. And this guy here coming out, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna set fruits down here, because I'm just gonna set about 5 fruits max this season. So it is okay for me to get rid of these branches. I think I might keep this a little bit to here to even out the tree a little bit. I don't want to prune too much. With my Atamoyas, I pretty much clean out all the leaves. This guy here, I'm gonna leave a bunch of them left, because I don't want to shock it and have it die on me. So some of the branches that kind of a little bit lengthy going out like this, I'm just gonna prune it back. I'm gonna take some of this away. Some of these look about to die anyway, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. So hopefully new growth are gonna come out, and buds gonna come out, and just let me have more options to set fruits, really. So some of the smaller branches here, I'm just gonna cut. This guy here is going into the house, and you know what, I'm just gonna, it's not gonna get much sun back here anyway, but I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to shock it too much. I leave it too long here. I'm just gonna get rid of that. This branch here is dead, and as you can see, I have a smaller fruit right there, which I didn't even pick because it was too small. So eight fruits last season, so this year maybe just 5. I'm gonna cut it back here, and then some of the smaller branches that are grown into the tree, I'm not gonna keep. So this guy here I'll cut back, but I'll leave the leaves. Some of this mold unsightly here, I'm gonna take it away. I'm just gonna cut back here, and then some of the smaller branches here, leaves, I'm gonna keep this. Cut a couple right here, so maybe some new growth do come out here and give me some buds. So these 2 branches here, I'm gonna cut too much mold. I'm gonna do that. Take the leaves away. So then, you know, new growth gonna come out, hopefully all on that nodes, and get some buds. I do get so some of these I'm just gonna keep because they're just laying low, and I plan to keep more leaves on here than my Atamoyas. Okay. So okay. So in here, this branch here is kind of going back here. I've set fruits down here a couple times, but it didn't work out well, and it seems like this thing is drying up, so it's probably dying. So I'm just gonna cut it back here. Over here, I'm gonna here. It's kind of going out this way into this tree or away from it. I'm gonna cut it back to keep it in check. So last season I did not prune much, therefore I did not get much bud, so I was just setting fruit wherever I could. So this season I might do a little bit more. Some of the smaller branches here I don't think I'm gonna need, so I'm just cleaning. This guy here is going back there. I don't think I'm gonna need it. So hopefully maybe buds can come out here and I can set there, hopefully. So some of these smaller branches here I don't need. This one is dead. This guy here is kind of coming out. I'm gonna clean up some of the smaller branches here. I'm gonna cut it back. These guys here are dead leaves. I'm gonna tip these guys here. So once the season goes on, I may come back here and prune some more, just because I'm keeping a lot on. I just don't want to kill the tree. So up here I have a lot of smaller branches that grew out last season. So first I'm gonna cut the dead branches, and some of these here, this branch here, all the leaves are yellow, so I might as well. The tree's gonna abort them anyway. They're gonna die anyway, so I'm gonna cut all the leaves here. I want to cut that back a little bit. Here as well, too many. Too many small cuts here. I'm gonna stop the videos, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final product. Alrighty, so I think I'm done pruning. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would be, because I had to go and cut every single leaves here that I don't want to be on it, because I don't want to strip it and then risk damaging the the nodes and not have any new growth coming out. So the strategy here that I use is that, as you can see, there were a lot of ugly, unsightful leaves, so I want to remove all of them. And this tree, it has mold right there this past season, so it wasn't looking good. Like right here, it doesn't look good right there. So the strategy was for me to thin out some of the smaller branches, and all the branches that I saved, I left all the leaves toward the end of the branch, to keep that branch alive. So I think that was the strategy that I used to do this. And then everything that like green and the tree's not gonna abort anytime soon, I kept to keep the tree alive. And so hopefully this is gonna do it for this season's prune. And then hopefully all of the new all the nodes here, you know, all the single nodes here that I cut will have, you know, new growth coming out soon. And then with it, you know, comes buds. You know, the earliest the better, the earlier the better. So and you know, I want to set them right away, and then hopefully they can become big and ripened and ready to be harvested before, you know, November or December, when the weather is, you know, turns cold here in SoCal. All right, guys, that's it for my for this video. Pruning my sugar apple here in SoCal. This tree has been with me for 5 years plus, and 2 years was able to harvest 2 times. Last season was you know, the most successful. So hopefully this season is going to be another successful year, and just 5 fruits this season. All right, if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to stay up to date with me and my trees, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a good day.